Hi everyone, it's Gary Nicholson here for weatherweb.net. It's the look ahead video today. It's Wednesday 29th of July. Thanks for watching. Now, still looking rather mixed outlook in the forecast into early August. These are the latest charts of the 500 millibar anomaly from the CFS model. I'll just zoom in there for the week 1 chart. That's up until the 4th of August and showing broadly lower than normal heights at 500 millibars, so indicating effectively low pressure towards the northern half of the country. A little bit nearer to average values towards the south will give those drier conditions many of you will see over these next few days there. Just moving that through though to week 2. This is the period from the 5th of August through to the 11th, so the bulk of next week really. Higher than normal heights are away across central eastern parts of Europe, lower than normal heights away towards the northwest of the British Isles. So a warmer pattern, a slightly more favourable pattern than recent times with a southwesterly flow, but with that presence of low heights and low pressure then away towards our northwest. Particularly northern and western areas are still going to be fairly changeable and periods of rain coming through at times. What we need to watch for is just a few areas of thunderstorms maybe breaking out across northern France into the south and southeast of England from time to time next week, particularly around as late Monday into Tuesday. We'll firm up on the details of the timing of that one as we get nearer the time. For weeks 3 and 4 then, I'll zoom in for week 3 first of all. This then is the period 12th of August to the 18th of August. And bear in mind this is just the CFS model, so it may not have the absolute story. There's other models available as well to look at. We'll look at the Japanese model later on this week when it comes out with its latest weekly output on that model. This period though, it still shows lower than normal heights to the north of the country, so still really a changeable pattern. A mixed pattern is most likely by this time, not really settling down. A tentative push at higher heights across Eastern Europe, but not really influencing the country too much by this time. Just moving that through into week 4. This is the period then for the 19th of August through to 25th. And again, lower heights away towards the north, higher heights away towards the east of the British Isles, more nearer to an average value, but I think indicating still a fairly mixed pattern, perhaps some suggestion of an improvement compared to what has gone before by the time we reach this time. But as always, once we get towards week 4, confidence becoming lower and lower. Now these charts are the rainfall anomaly totals. This is across the whole globe. We'll zoom in though towards British Isles if we can, and right in the top corner of the chart. This is then for week 1 and drier conditions towards the south, slightly wetter than normal conditions towards the north. Pull that down towards week 2, so the period again up to the 11th of August. Wetter than normal conditions are away towards the north and the west, shown by the green colours. The more orangey colours showing generally drier than average conditions for early August towards the south. For weeks 3 and 4, I'll zoom in again towards week 3 for you up until the 18th of August. Again showing wetter than normal conditions towards the northwest of the country, nearer to average values towards the south. And for week 4, nearer to average values on the whole, so somewhat drier perhaps than recent times by that point, as shown as we saw on the chart for the 500 millibar anomalies, perhaps just a subsiding of more unsettled conditions by this stage. The surface temperature anomalies then showing a similar map with the British Isles in the far right of the picture. This again for week 1 is showing cooler than normal temperatures at the surface across these areas. Week 2 as well showing generally cooler than normal temperatures across the British Isles by that time. A little bit more warmer towards the south though as we go into the early part of next week. Weeks 3 and 4, week 3 again showing broadly cooler temperatures across the British Isles, cooler than average at least this time, and even week 4 showing generally cooler than average temperatures. So I think August, another month which temperatures are somewhat near or below the normal for the time of year, is most common. The coolest temperatures relative to the averages towards the northwest. Here's that mean pattern from the 500 millibar anomalies for days 7 to 10, this then running through the period up until the 8th of August, so the end of next week. The European model, the only one we've got on this one, the GFS seems to have given up today on this chart, but it's showing the still lower than normal heights at 500 millibars across the west and the northwest of Britain, and that jet stream pattern then still very much in place across the North Atlantic, so those changeable, unsettled conditions are looking the most likely. That's the European model's take on it at least. Temperature profile for Birmingham. This is over the next 15 days from the GFS ensemble model, showing the rise in temperatures as we go towards the end of this week into the first week of August. So temperatures recovering back nearer to normal compared to the relatively cool temperatures we've had most of this week, and really just hovering around similar values, not really becoming ever that warm, but not looking like dropping away too much. And the rainfall bars along the bottom just showing intermittent periods of rain coming through. Again, this chart will average out a lot of the details. So all in all, still not too sparkling going forwards into August. A few days next week not too bad, but we're not really settling down into a long period of dry weather. I think a mixed outlook is still the main theme over this next week to perhaps even 2 weeks going forwards. That's your very latest though for today here at weatherweb.net. Don't forget, as always, you can follow us on Twitter through the day at WXWeb is the best for all the up-to-date tweets that we put out. And also we've got the fast forecast video for you with the details for the next 3 days ahead here on the site as well. That's all for today. Thanks for watching and bye for now.